Media made music.
Rose speaking.
Is this Rosie on the line?
Yes, Rosie time.
Absolutely. Hold on for a second, Rosie. Let me set you up real quick, right?
All right.
For all my listeners out there, man, I got the opportunity to sit down and speak with an incredibly gifted artist. She's an actress. She's an entrepreneur. She's all you want to have, baby, because this whole world needs some more Rosie time. You know what I'm saying? So, Rosie, baby, let everybody know where you're originally from and how long you've been doing your thing.
Well, my name is Rose. I was born and raised in West Africa, Monrovia, Liberia. I'm from a Loma tribe in West Africa. And I've been doing this for a while since I was a little girl in third grade.
Right. Yeah. So we got this is going to be interesting because you got so much history. I mean, first I want you to tell us when you was a little girl, what inspired you or who inspired you to want to sing? And
Oh, when I was a little girl, it was my mom. She put me in the choir from little. She
hmm
put me in the adult choir, in the church choir. Every school I go to, she will put me in the choir to sing. So, well, it grew up with me singing. Like I couldn't stop singing now.
and I see you sing for real, for real. So how did you develop? How did you develop the style? I mean, coming from where you come from, I know it had to be kind of difficult to be able to stay
hmm
focused. You know what I'm saying on many of the great things in life. And by you singing the way that you do, how did you develop yourself into being and staying focused as good as you are?
Well, with everything that been going on in my country for the 14 years war, everywhere we go, I feel still motivated. I'm always looking for churches to sing in. I'm always looking for choir to join, no matter where we move or fly to and stuff. And if I don't find nobody, I usually listen to a lot of Celine Dion. That's who I like used to listen to a lot until when I came in here, Phoenix, Arizona, when I met my husband too. I kept going to different shows. People would call me to come and perform, but then I'll always go and use Celine Dion audio
Right.
and then use my own voice, sing her song. So finally he like, you know what? I think you need to start writing your own song instead of singing people's songs to shows. So I'm like, okay,
So Rosie,
let me continue.
was you ever lyrically trained to sing? Because if no one, for all my people out there, if you ever heard Rosie sing, she has such a powerful voice. I mean, she just when Rosie takes the when Rosie puts the microphone in her hand, she kind of just takes over the whole place. You know what I'm saying? So one of my questions to you, Rosie, is who was your musical influence? Who was the person that kind of inspired you to want to sing the way that you do?
Wow. Well, but I had like a lot of I have my husband who encouraged me, but most of the time I already follow Celine Dion
hmm
because the way she will be going up tone, and I kept following from small time. Even though my mom will put me in the church choir, but then I will put her on the music on this side. Still go with her tune, her soprano, her alto, and kept following it over and over.
Yeah, that's what it is. So being that you've been in the music industry or you sing the way that you do, and some of the and some of the things that you've gone through to be able to sing and all of that. Can you
hmm
tell us some of the challenges that you've had doing your music on your journey from the time when you started to where you are now?
Well, from the time I started as a little girl, like I was in school, like I said, in a choir, but every time you go to school, like during the war, y'all will be in school before you know the shooting, so you'll have to leave school and then find a way to go home. But then, like I said, we will move or we will, like, God will bless us, we be saved and move to another place and then go to another school Then joined the choir. Even though all the war and everything was going on, settling from one place to another, but I never forget my singing because what happened is, if I want to actually express myself to somebody,
Uh-huh.
I have to either sing or I write it to you.
Right.
Because if I take the time to talk, I won't even know what I want to say till I sing it or write it. So it just got used to me. If you hear me singing a song, you hear the wording, you will know if I'm mad or I'm happy or I'm trying to say something. So it just kept going on,
So
on and on.
so you just actually answered. You actually just answered my next question because my next question was, what's the message that you generally try to convey in your music? You know what I'm saying? Like you know when you do your music, what's the feeling that you trying to have people have from hearing you sing?
Okay, like now I'm doing a gospel music. When I started, even though I was performing Celine Dion, performing other people's music, I really didn't want to go gospel, but somehow I would write my music. It would end up when I go and sing what I write, it would end up with gospel. You know, so when I'm trying to express myself like I'm mad, I will not put in gospel or something. When I'm trying to give myself hope, then I will put in gospel. Or when I'm trying to do something to give people hope, then I will go with gospel music. So I wrote the gospel song and I wrote the secular song. So I just sat down and said, you know what? Since like I think God want me to do gospel, let me just continue because even I read the secular music, it will end up with gospel. And I'm trying to talk about love in this one. I'm trying to talk about hurt. I'm trying to talk about this, and it's still coming up as a gospel. Right. So then I went through gospel, and when I saw and think about all the stuff that I've been going through, all the stuff that people go through, you know, people need to hear some music or the wordings of a music or encourage people and tell them, say, you know what, no matter the situation, God is always there. No matter how long the circumstance is, you will still be there, you know. So I'm like, okay. I started putting it in gospel. If a situation come, if something happen and I got saved or something, then I write it again and put it in gospel music.
That's beautiful. That is so beautiful. And so let's now move. Let's now talk about how you got into acting. I mean, I've seen you act, and it just looks and seems to be so natural for you. So how did that all kind of come about when you started acting?
I took part in different queen concerts in Africa as a little girl, school contests and stuff, or doing a little, you know, they would say Miss this, Miss that. The church will have a queen contest and who will win and all those stuff. Then we would do a play. Right. Like the church play, drama, and everything. So from there, I'm like, okay, you know, even though I love singing, but you can't, sometimes you got to also do something else and stuff. So with all this little play and drama, I sing in the church, in the program. So when we came to America, even though I didn't really focus my mind on it until after some years, I started like calling agencies and going to an agency downtown Phoenix and acting. And I'm like, I love acting, I love singing, I love modeling. I need help. So they signed me up once in a while. They would send me to go do like a background extra. I did a lot of background extra in different movies. I'm like, I can't even remember their names. So I can't even go on YouTube like that to look for it. So anyways, I didn't give up. I'm like, even though you got to start from somewhere.
Right. And
I want to start. And they told me like, hey, if you want to do acting, you know, and I read about Gabrielle Union. She was like, oh, I started from extra. So, you know, it gave me more encouragement. I'm like, okay, I'm doing this extra. It's okay because you like associating with people. You're doing this. You never know who will see you and say, you know what, instead of you being an extra, we can pull you like, we can give you a role. Right. So I kept doing it back to back until luckily I did few or play few dramas, few extra. Then I went and signed up for Portraits Live, and then they called me. I was like, oh, nice again. So I just kept going on.
Right, right. So other than acting and being a songstress, are there other things that you want to branch out to? I mean, do you want to do any producing? What's something other than the acting and the being a songstress that you would like to do in your career?
I'm also I be doing a little bit modeling once in a while. Because I had these three things: acting, modeling, and singing, modeling, acting. I didn't want to leave none of them behind.
Right.
I'm like, with all these things, maybe one of them can be an open doors, or God can say, you know what, I just want you to do this, or you can do this, or do all three, whatever it is. I love doing them.
Right. Right.
And what I love doing about it is like a message that will be able to send people, because sometimes you see people to be like, oh, I don't have a body to model.
Right.
So I'm like, you know what, I could do this regardless of me not like being that slim or something. I can do it. I also encourage people to say, hey, beauty comes in every size, shape, and form.
Right.
So you can do it.
Right.
So I'm like, okay, that's why I'm like into the modeling. Like, I know some people can be like, oh, modeling, right, the body or other stuff. No. It comes in all shapes and forms. I'm not doing it for myself. I'm doing it to encourage people. Like, whatever you put your mind to that you want to do, you can do it, regardless of who you are and where you're from.
Absolutely. And let me just say this. Whoever told you that you didn't have it to be a model is crazy. They're out of their minds. You know what I'm saying? Because if you would ever see Rosie model some of the clothes that she models, she kills it every single time. So let me just get that out there. You know what I'm saying? So Rosie, tell us some of the new projects that you're working on right now.
Right now, I'm working on my music. Like, I'm launching my album on March 18th in 2 weeks. Mm-hmm. I'm having my huge concert coming up. And then I'm working on my book. The book is called Life Behind a Smile.
Wow.
Yeah. And just doing some few modeling activities with Arabella Model Agency, and arting, still in the market to do a little bit of arting and stuff like that.
Right.
So I'm here busy, just getting everything done, staying focused.
You are very, very, very talented. So I got a question for you right now.
Okay.
If you had a chance, or if you had an opportunity to perform with a particular artist, whether that artist is dead or alive, past or present, who would that artist be?
In the kind of music I'm doing?
Any kind of music, anybody you wanted to perform with, who would that person be and why?
Okay, so if I was doing secular music, it would be Celine Dion.
Okay.
Yeah, because she's, I was coming up writing love songs and singing any other songs, but I got stuck more with love songs and how she expressed. Like I told you, I express mostly through writings of songs. Mm-hmm. So if it comes to artists, I'm here singing because of her tone and all those stuff. So I got close to the point that I would not do anything without Celine Dion things. So I would really love to sing with her if I was doing secular.
Okay. That's what it is.
And then a gospel, okay. I would love to sing with, what's her name? What's this lady's name? I just popped in off my head. She's from West Africa. Oh, boy. Hold on. Let me just see. I put her name down somewhere. Yeah, I would really love to sing her because she's been in this gospel music for a long time.
Okay.
And standing with her and singing and performing, it would be a great opportunity for me.
Right. because you love to do what you do. It don't whether it's acting, whether it's singing, whether it's modeling. You just sounds
Right.
like you just stay busy.
Oh, I just so busy. Sometimes I ask myself, I'm like, okay, how did you even get through the day with all these things going on, And sometimes I sit down and realize that, okay, hold on, I think I'm doing too much, that I need to slow down. But I feel like if I'm sitting down and not doing nothing,
Right. Right.
I'm wasting my time because every minute counts.
Absolutely, and you can't get back time. You are absolutely right with that. Yep, good note.
Yep.
So, one last question, Rosie, and I know everything that you do, you try to inspire others. And so, the question that I have for you is, it's not really a question. What advice would you give to some up and coming artists or listeners out there that's listening to us right now and listening to you? What advice would you give them about breaking into the business industry? I mean, breaking into the music industry and being able to live your dreams and encourage and inspire other folks in the world?
I would just tell you, like, the beginning is not easy, but don't give up.
Right.
Just stay focused. You gotta work hard. You gotta be determined. If as long as this is what you want to do as an artist, you know what? Keep pushing.
Right.
Like I said, it won't be easy, but keep pushing.
Absolutely.
You will get there with faith and hard work and determination. You don't care who will laugh at the music or something. At least you're doing something.
Right.
At least you're not sitting there and say, "Oh, if I knew,"
Right.
or I should have done it. No, you did it already. Whether or you feel like you're failing, just encourage yourself, and then later you will have people there encouraging you.
Absolutely. There you go, baby. Y'all, everybody, y'all heard it first right here on Media Made Music with Miss Rosie Wento, and she's letting you know all the things that it takes for her to do what she do in the business that she's in. So Rosie, before we go, I want to give you another opportunity. I want you to shout out and plug everything and everybody that's helped you get to the place to where you are today.
Okay. Yeah, I wanted to, like, the name I was calling, like, I will, she's a singer too, like the lady I would love to perform with too. Her name is Kevin Adam. But the other name that I already wanted to say, it just slipped off my mouth, but I would also love to be able to sing with Kevin Adam and sing with her, like Women of Faith and all those people. Okay. But I would love to give a shout out to a few people. If I didn't call your name, I'm sorry, but I still love you out there anyway. First, I want to give God the glory for his strength and favor upon my life, I want to give a shout out to my amazing mother, the woman who God used to bring me on this earth. She started all this amazing journey by putting me, in the choir and singing different part of whatever we go. So I just want to say, Mommy, I love you and God bless you. I want to give a shout out to my husband, a wonderful and amazing husband. He's my backbone. He's always pushing me to do my best. All the time, people call me, to go and perform. I will be doing it, but he would be like, you know what? I think it's time for you to do your own music,
Right.
Right. So I just want to give him a shout out. I said, thank you. I love you. Thank you for the encouragement. And thank you for pushing me and stuff. I want to give a shout out to Infection Michaels. He's the heartbeat record, the guy who in the studio that I go to, he do an amazing job. He's hardworking, and I tell him thank you for his patience. I want to give a shout out to all my friends, family, churches around, people who support me and stuff. And I want to give a shout out to Media Made. Thank you guys so much for inviting me on the show.
Absolutely.
It's a great opportunity, and I have a lot coming up that I would love to share with you guys, so I will keep you posted. I want to give a shout out to Travis the producer and director of Portraits Live. Thanks for believing in my dreams and accepting me to be part of your great project.
Right.
You know, all my crew members, you know, from Portraits Live, they are amazing. We are like a family.
Absolutely.
I want to give you guys a shout out. And if I start naming everybody from Portraits Live, Portraits Live, we won't even go. So I just want to tell you guys, say, hey, we are a great family. Let's keep up the hard job, the hard work and everything. And if I said, like I said, if I forget anybody out there, I'm sorry. But hey, shout out to everybody. I love you. I do appreciate your support. I do appreciate your encouragement and everything.
Great. And also, let me add something else to that. For all the people out there, if you actually want to see Rosie and hear her story or a little bit of her story, she's actually in this issue of Media Made magazine, and we got a whole big spread on Rosie Wento, and she tells her story. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So, Rosie, I just want to say once again, I want to thank you for coming out and spending your time and sharing your thoughts with us. And let me just say this to you. May you always be blessed in everything that you do, and may you prosper each and every day in all that you do. You hear me?
Yes, amen. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome. And I got a surprise for you. I'm going to play some of Rosie's music after this interview, so y'all make sure y'all keep it locked in right here on Media Made Music. Take care, Rosie, and enjoy.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye.